This book, you'll see the names of 5 mothers who've been mothers to me in my life, who I dedicate this book to, and I love you. Please say hello, Eula Collins. Hey, Eula, I love you, and I'm glad you made it out. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Just wanted you to see one of the persons who this book is dedicated to for playing the seminal role in my life that she and Maya and a few other mothers have played. Let me just do this right quick and watch my time. I'm 21 years of age. I've been a student at Indiana University. I've graduated Indiana. I come to Los Angeles to work for Tom Bradley, the late great mayor of this city, at the age of 21, because I was on the debate team and the speech team at Indiana University. This public speaking thing, I'm pretty good at. PBS is way off, NPR is way off, but I got this public speaking thing down relatively well. And so one of the things that the mayor would often ask me to do, so whenever the mayor couldn't go to a particular event to present a letter of welcome or a proclamation, guess who he'd ask to do it? You got it, Tavis. And so I was always excited and anxious in that early part of my career to fill in. Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor, what is that? Maya Angelou is coming to town. That's the last lecture I saw her deliver just steps away from where we are right now. And whenever you saw Maya, it was never a performance. It wasn't just a lecture. It wasn't a speech. It's what I call the Maya Angelou experience. Seeing Maya was an experience. She would sing, and she might dance a little step for you, and she would do her poetry, and she'd challenge you to re-examine the assumptions you hold. She'd help you expand your inventory of ideas. Now, to consider then that I thought my life was over. At 25 or 26, I thought my life was over. It's laughable now, but here's why it wasn't so funny then. When the only thing you think you were born to do, you fail at miserably. You have no plan B, C, or D. The only thing you think you were born to do, this is your calling, your purpose in the world, and you try and you fail at it, something takes leave of you. Since the age of 12, my hero has been Dr. King. I regard Martin King, and that's why I wrote this book, Death of a King, that came out last year, about the last year in his life. And I'm pleased to, for those who haven't heard, just days ago, this Death of a King book, which came out last year, about the last year in King's life, a story we don't know, about how all of America turned against him when he came out against the war in Vietnam. The White House turned on him, the Johnson White House. The media turned on him. White folk turned on him. 2 years later, what's threatening our democracy? Racism, poverty, and militarism. I've been a King student since I was 12. He saved my life when I was 12. I tell the story in a prior book, What I Know for Sure. I was a 12-year-old kid. My dad lost his temper one night and did something that night he had never done before and never did after. But that night, my dad tried to kill me. He beat me so severely for 2 weeks, I was in traction in the hospital. It is the defining, most seminal moment of my life. I survived it, obviously, thank God. But in that 2-week period in the hospital, a love that liberates people. That's King's legacy. Justice for all, service to others, and a love that liberates people. So since the age of 12, I've dedicated my life to doing my small part to make the world safe for King's legacy. And for me, that means running for public office. I make a distinction between public service and being a garden variety politician. I ain't got much regard for politicians. I love public servants. So I want to be a public servant.